All right, good Sunday morning. I've been thinking a lot about what we're doing on the channel here, and you know what? I've been ignoring a great baseball game because it doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, has no sound, anything like that. I know before I've said, well, it's just me reading to you, but uh, just watching. I've been following this guy, really smart guy. I'd like to get him on the channel sometime and interview him, as our channels are roughly the same size. Baseball Replay Journal, smart guy, really into dead ball, but all eras of baseball as I am. And he does a lot of Diamond Mind. And I'm watching, and this guy kind of shifted my paradigm a little bit. And he said, look, most of the time when I'm doing a game, you guys are either watching on your phone or you're listening because you're doing something else. And that's been my thinking for doing baseball for Windows games. And no, and like him, and he will say this too. He has said this. He's not a broadcaster. Neither am I. I'm not Christopher Slovak. I'm not Legend Sports Universe. I'm not a Red Sox fan. I just love baseball. So this is an excellent baseball simulation that I think deserves a lot of love. If you pick up the game, there's a lot of free stuff for it, and of course, there's a lot of great products. And I've kind of got a mixture of both. I've got the seasons that I want that I would, if I would ever do a season replay on this, I've got them, up to 1926. I've bought all their great team sets, the All Star games from 1933 to 19, or to 2008, which is all they have available, and all the mixing and matching you can do. And a lot of people, I know Steve Tate is one of them, who used to play Diamond Mine and went to Action PC. It's still a really really good game. So if nobody shows up, I'm still going to do it, and if people do show up, all the better. So today's going to be the all-time great Reds and Cubs. There's a different all-time greats file that I've play with that actually comes with the game. But I thought for this one, we'd probably have a chance of seeing more better known names, and I'll explain why, what's going on with the other one, and maybe show you. So it's going to be Reds and Cubs, and I'm going to do my best to just kind of read the play-by-play and not embellish too much, um, because this game has just the play-by-play in Diamond Mine Baseball is superb. So this is going to be Reds Cubs, and we're going to just let the computer manage both teams for this one, and let's have fun. And yep, no crowds, no anything. All right, we're going to be at Wrigley Field. Temperatures, game time is 48 degrees, and the wind is blowing left to right 20 miles per hour, and rain in the forecast. So there you go. You talk about no bells and whistles. Here we are. All right, we're going to see Joe Morgan, Ed Roush, Pete Rose, Ted Glazuski, George Foster, Tony Perez, Johnny Bench, Barry Larkin, and Dolph LeKay for the all-time great Cincinnati Reds. For the Chicago Cubs, we'll see Billy Williams, Heine Zimmerman. I believe, is this, let me see, make sure I've got the right one. Yep, Hack Wilson. There's so many, right? Sammy Sosa, Derek Lee, Ernie Banks, Gabby Hartnett, Ryan Sandberg, and Three Finger Brown. Hey, that's right. So at least I have one other Diamond Mind aficionado. That's Big Clue. Good morning, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well, and not rub it in your face. Just allow we Pirate fans to feel pretty good about last night. It was the first time in our 142-year history that we came back from such a deficit. And I know you guys are still in the playoff hunt and everything, but it just felt good to show the fight of this team, a much improved Pittsburgh Pirates team this year, and it really felt good. I came home from doing my gig last night, and it was like, what? They were down 9-0 and come back and win. Um, what was it, 12-11 or something like that? So it's a fighting team, these Bucks. They're not going to contend next year, but I do love how they've been playing some pretty decent baseball since the All-Star break. We're not going to lose 100 games this year. We're at 74 and 81 right now, which is pretty cool. So, hey, Arnold, how you doing? Big Clue says, does a team that surrenders a 9-1 lead with a week left sound like a playoff team to you? Well, you guys were in the hunt, and I was hoping that you guys could have taken down Milwaukee or at least gotten past the Cubbies. But I know you guys didn't do so well against who were you playing? Minnesota, I think it was. But anyhow, you guys, you have to admit, Big Clue, you did better than you had predicted at the beginning of the season. You know, you're going to finish what, third place. So anyhow, Arnold, this game goes back a long, long ways. No bells and whistles here at all. So this is one of those games where if you feel like doing something while you're listening, it's probably better. There's not a lot to look at. This is Diamond Mine Baseball, and this was once hailed as the most accurate PC baseball simulation. Whether it still holds that crown, doesn't matter to me, but I think it's a good one. So, yeah, well, they watered down the playoff to include 3 wild cards. I know. It's maybe we should do a little baseball chin wag on the channel, get you on here, and talk about what's going on here. It's time to roll back a couple things. MV's innovations notwithstanding, we love them. All right, Joe Morgan here will lead off here in the top of the first. This is all-time great Cubs and the all-time great Reds. So let's get back to this Reds lineup. All right, and here we go. Brown with an 0-1 pitch on Morgan. Here it comes. This one lined out to left field, and Morgan starts off the game with a base hit. So Williams playing in that one on the bounce. Joe Morgan, of course, with excellent speed. And here comes the center fielder, Ed Roush. So we're opening day here, Reds versus Cubs. And Brown looks in. Count it 0-2. Brown brings it home. This one popped in the air, center field shallow. Banks Sandberg going after it. Wilson coming hard, still coming. Hack Wilson is there, and he makes the catch for 1 down. Joe Morgan will stay at first base. Here's Pete Rose. And snap throw to first. Joe Morgan is back. Brown sets again. 1-2 the count. Brown works. And this one is hit a long way to the gap in right. On the move is Hack Wilson. He's there and under it and takes it for the second out of the inning. So 1 aboard, 2 down here for Cincinnati in the top of the first. And Ted Kluszewski comes to bat in the cleanup spot. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Kluszewski. He lines this one to right, and Sosa back on the ball, and it falls in for a hit. Joe Morgan is rounding second, and he will stop there. So runners at first and second for the Cincinnati Reds, and here comes George Foster now. Foster in the 5th slot. Hey, there is MV, and there is Cousin Castro saying, Diamond Mine, baby. All right. This is innovative, some Sunday baseball with Diamond Mine. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, MV. All right, so there we go. All right, here is George Foster. And here's the 0-2 offering of Foster. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Brown pulled the chain on that one and gets out of trouble in the first. So no runs, no hits, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. And we go to the bottom of the first. The Cincinnati Reds 0. The Chicago Cubs coming to bat. Billy Williams will start it off here against Adolph Luque. One of the nice things about this game is you can double click on anybody on the field. It's kind of like out of the park baseball in that way. Right on the field and look at their complete, how they're doing in the Diamond Mine in your replay, how they did in the real season, and of course how they're doing in the game. So pretty nice, and you can of course go through the roster for each team of that player that he's on. So good stuff. All right, anyhow, back to it now. All right, Billy Williams in the box batting from the left-hand side. Count full. Luque pitches to Williams, and this one hit on the ground to Joe Morgan. Morgan has it, and he's up with it, throws, and gets Billy Williams for the first out of the inning now. Heine Zimmerman. Third baseman for Chicago in the box. And Luque ready to go now. The 1-1 pitch. This one lined to the gap and right through to the wall. And Zimmerman, with good speed, gets into second easily with a double. So the Cubbies with a runner in scoring position on 1 down. And it brings up the scary Hack Wilson. Luque peers in. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called outside on the black. And Wilson is caught looking. So 2 down, runner remaining in scoring position for Sammy Sosa. Sosa batting in the fourth spot. 1-2 pitch, check swing, and the ump says he went around. So that ends the first inning, and the Cubbies manage a hit and leave one. We go to the top of the second inning, and we're scoreless here in Chicago. Oh my evening was pretty well. We're getting the band back together. Uh, it was fun. Did some singing, um, some playing, and even got a chance to do some magic last night, which was really really cool. So yeah, thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. And how are you doing setting up the playoffs in Diamond Mind? I'm wondering, cousin. All right, Tony Perez will lead it off here in the top of the second for Cincinnati. Here's the full count. This one hit to left center, not too deep, and Billy Williams makes the catch in left field. All right, one down for Cincinnati, and here's Johnny Bench. Here's the pitch to Bench, shattered bat, and Zimmerman maintains his focus, avoiding the business end of the stick, and throws Bench out at first. Score that one 5-3. 2 up, 2 down for Barry Larkin now. The 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. This one hit in the air and high and deep, right center field. Wilson and Sosa angling back, and Wilson making the catch, reaching the track. So 2 away here. Or no, that ends the inning. I'm sorry. We go to the bottom of the second now. Chicago will send up Lee, Banks, and Hartnett. Magic in the sack. Nothing. No, not magic. No, magic as in performance. Sleight of hand magic. And big clue, I've got to show you. I'll just do it on the channel here sometime. A program called Forge. If you're not familiar with it, I think you'll really like it. That has to do with Magic the Gathering. Anyhow. So thanks, guys, for at least stopping by. It's a challenge. I thought about putting Action PC on just to have a crowd noise here, but I guess if guys can roll dice, we can do this. All right, Derek Lee will lead it off here for Chicago, be followed by Ernie Banks and Gabby Hartnett. All right, Luque gets the sign from Bench. The 3-1 on Lee. Pitch on the way. And this one hit to left center field. Is this going to split him? Yes. And to the wall it goes, and Lee doubles to open the Chicago second. This will be his first double of the year. So what you guys will notice as this game goes on is the play-by-play gets better and better and better as the narrator has more to report, what have you. All right, here's Ernie Banks. Let's play 2, Mr. Cub. Luque looks in. 3-0 delivery. Banks taking ball 4, taking all the way, but Luque lost him anyway. So 2 aboard for Chicago, nobody out. And here's catcher Gabby Hartnett. Here's the pitch. And this one ripped to right field. Around to score is Lee. Digging for third is Banks. And Chicago taking a 1-0 lead. So runners at first and third now. And here's Ryan Sandberg. Luque sets. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball. This one popped up down the third base line. Foster after it. Perez and Larkin go back for it. Foster slides, but he can't come up with it. And Ernie Banks scores. Hartnett moves to second. And Sandberg is on first with a base hit. So Chicago plating 2 here in the bottom of the second. And Three Finger Brown comes into bat now. Here's the pitch. Brown turns and squares, steps away from an inside delivery for ball 1. And you can do pitch mode, by the way, in this. 1-0 now the count. Luque delivers, and Brown opens up to bunt. This one laid down, but rolling foul on the right side. So the count 1-1 on Three Finger Brown. Hartnett at second, Sandberg at first. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Brown is sacrificing, drops the bunt. This one going down the third base side, but this one will roll foul. The count goes to 1-2 on Hartnett. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Luque getting the swing through on a fastball that registered 87 miles per hour. So 1 away. Hartnett at second, Sandberg at first. And we're back at the top of the order for left fielder Billy Williams. All right, he is protecting at 0-2. Luque works to Williams. Swing and a miss. An uncomfortable looking swing for Williams as he goes down swinging. So 2 down, and it's up to Heine Zimmerman here to try to keep this inning alive here for the Chicago Cubs. and he doubled in his first trip to the plate. The 1-2 pitch, Luque fires, and Zimmerman takes a strike three called. He knew it on the outside corner. But the Chicago Cubs pick up 2 runs. We go to the top of the third. And it's Chicago 2, Cincinnati nothing. Bernie, welcome in. He says, welcome. Hi, everyone. Big Clue says the best thing, 3 things from Philadelphia: the Constitution, the cheesesteak, and Cousin Ken Castro. But he says he's a Philly man only in spirit. But still, that's close enough. That's close enough. Bernie, how you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. And I was really gratified, by the way, just very quickly, receiving some nice positive feedback on yesterday's video, my response to Baseball Replay Journal's excellent observation of Appa's website. He concentrated more on cards and dice and the company as a whole, and we sort of looked more at the digital products. But I don't think he follows this channel. I follow his, though, and it's a good one. It's a good one. And he does a lot of dead ball, and our channels are roughly the same size. This guy's really good. He's really, really good. Very opinionated. I don't agree with everything he says, but I do like the channel a lot. So a little plug in Baseball Replay Journal. If you ever do hear this, hopefully maybe you'll stop by and visit. Love to have you on mic sometime just to chinwag some baseball with you. We have a nice little community here that I think you'd like. Yes. So he subscribes to your Substack. Yeah, he's a good guy. Big Clue here saying Diamond Mine Baseball, yet another company doing disservice to the community, but at least they keep. Yeah, they're again. I don't know whether they're in a maintenance mode or what. If you buy Diamond Mine and you buy seasons, guys, back them up, because if you lose them, it's nominal, but they will charge you to replace your seasons. So that's really kind of a big gap for this game. But there's so many resources for this game, tons and tons and tons and tons of free baseball you can get, and their products are excellent. Maybe I'll show some sometime. All right, back to the game here. Dolph Luque will open it up here, and then we'll go back to the top of the order for Joe Morgan and Ed Roush. Other thing that I like is you can see right here, you can see your bench, and you can just double click and again look at anybody there. So it's this game really largely unchanged from its early days, but again, this was the game that ESPN used to use among other outlets to predict playoffs, World Series seasons, things like that. And it's, again, this is an all-time greats league, so you can't really measure its accuracy. But through the years, I've had many friends play this game, and I've seen a lot of people just play it and a lot of buzz about it. This thing is pretty accurate. So may do a season replay sometime, just sim a couple out just to see how it does do. All right, back to the game now. Here's the 2-2 pitch on Luque. The pitch from Three Finger Brown. This one here near the bag at first. Lee charging, has it, and he will take it to the bag himself for 1 down. Back at the top of the order now. So Joe Morgan had a base hit his last time up. Brown has the sign. Full count to Morgan. He works, and this one in there a bit low, and Joe Morgan will make it to first base with a walk. That brings up center fielder Ed Roush now. Roush popped up last time. Here's the 2-1, and it's a double play ball to second for the force there, but the throw is short, and Chicago will only get the force play. Banks controlled the ball but couldn't make a throw. So Chicago does pick up an out on the play, but the speedy Ed Roush is on first, although interesting they show his stealing as poor. All right. Number 3 hitter Pete Rose flied out to deep right center last time. Brown from the high set, the 1-2, and Brown comes to the plate. This one grounded weakly toward first. Lee takes it on the green stuff and tags Rose out on the baseline. That ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still Chicago 2, Cincinnati nothing. It'll be Hack Wilson, Sammy Sosa, and Cliff Lee due up for the Chicago Cubs. So Hack Wilson will lead it off. Luque is ready. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball at the belt, and this one belted to deep left field and gone. Hack Wilson with a home run, his first of the year. So touch 'em all, Hack Wilson, and Chicago picks up one here in the bottom of the third. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds nothing. Sammy Sosa now. So he struck out back in the first. 3-1 pitch to Sosa. Luque comes home. Breaking ball wide, and Sosa will reach the base on balls. So Luque having some trouble here, giving up 3 runs, 5 hits, and he's walked a couple. Here's Cliff Lee now. He had a 2-base hit earlier. Luque works from the stretch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Luque kicks and fires. Grounder toward the bag at second. Larkin moves left, takes it in, feeds it to second, across to first, and they turn the double play. Bang, bang at first. Score that one 6-4-3, 2 down. The right-handed Banks comes to the plate, walked and went on to score in the second. Luque back on the rubber. Here's the 1-2 offering. Blake, breaking ball belted out to deep left field. Foster in full retreat. He is at the fence, but this ball is over the ivy, just into the bleachers. A home run for Ernie Banks. Solo shot, his first of the year. So the Chicago Cubs swinging the lumber here, scoring 2 in the second, 2 in the third. It just occurred to me that the bad thing about this game is you have to hear just my voice. So sorry about that, guys. Sakuni 007, welcome in, man. Good to see you. They're overdue for an update for the all-time great players set too. Yes, they definitely do. So there's 2 volumes to that. The Big Clue is talking about. And if you buy the game, you get volume 1, which gives you a lot of players to play with. But they're all-time great players. The 2 combined sets go from 1880 to 2008. I don't think they've updated it actually since then. I'll have to look. But yeah, they definitely are sort of in this maintenance mode, and you can do classic seasons, deluxe seasons, and they have different season prices and stuff like that. But the products I buy are mainly for doing what if stuff. And if you buy the all-time great players, you get those 2 volumes. You basically have a sizable subset of what we know as the baseball history collection in Action PC, and it's about 4,500 players, I think, altogether. So there's a lot you can do. You can also get seasons 1876 to 1926 free. So Diamond Mine, very cool about that. And just tons and tons of homebrews for this thing. And great fun products that you can mix and match anything. So this does have the flexibility of Action PC Baseball. All right. Gabby Hartnett moves in to hit, and he had a run-scoring single his last trip. Payoff pitch in off the plate, ball 4. So 2 outs, and Chicago with a base runner on, and Ryan Sandberg comes to bat now. So Sandberg stands in. Here's the delivery. Drive to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is gone. Ryan Sandberg with a 2-run shot, his first home run of the season. Guys, this one becoming a laugher. It's 6-0. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to quick play the rest of this. And we'll hopefully get another game here. So let's do this. And, boy, my mistake. Chicago does hold on to win 7-5, but the Reds coming on in the 4th and 5th. 2 runs in the 4th and 3 in the 5th. But for the Chicago Cubs, 7-9-0. For the Cincinnati Reds, 5-12-1. Of course, what's nice about this is you have a nice kind of sporting news sort of box score. You have score sheets, so you guys like score sheets, there you go. And just like in other games like Out of the Park Baseball and Action PC calls it film, and Out of the Park calls it a game log. There it is. You get the complete game log, and there we go. All right, so we can go ahead and close that out. Database is not, do I want to leave this game? No, I do not want to leave this game. Let's go back to main. And I do want to save this, so we'll click exit, and I'm going to save it. All right, so there we go. And not sure what happened there. I think I did something wrong. So this thing is, there's so much fun that you can do with this. This is just an all-time great. So see, talk about a cacophony. Yeah, so Ken is talking about that significant amount of homebrews, yeah. Trying to figure out the cadence of the commentary. I can figure it out on app of baseball for Windows, but this is something else. Maybe no sound, but I can hear it in his head somehow. Um, yeah, I know. I'm glad you didn't either. Actually, I made a mistake there and exited out before I saved anything, so it didn't record that victory. So we're fine. We're fine. So the Reds, the Reds will get another chance here. Um, so there is a lot to this game. We can just pick something else. I'll show you another one that I've been using that I think is really, really cool. So we're going to change our active database. And so I mentioned with the all-time great players, volumes 1 and 2, they come with their own interesting take on the let's go to the organizer here. So here are all the teams that come with this, and this is like a ton of players put onto teams. However, the difference with this, which kind of is almost a Legend Sports universe type thing, is you may although they're broken down by eras, you have enough of a player pool here if you wanted to mess with something like that. But you can see here that the Boston Red Sox have 3 different teams based on different eras, right? So this isn't an all-time greats Boston team. This is an all-time greats Boston team from an era. So from 3 different eras, the Boston Braves have 2, the Brooklyn Dodgers have 3, the Chicago White Sox 3, the Cubs 3 different ones, Cincinnati with 3. You get the picture. It's really, really, really cool. All the parks are here ready to go. Look at this. Isn't that fun stuff? That's a lot of ballparks. And of course, here are the players, and this just goes on for a long, 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 long time. And whatever, this thing comes with, there are 2 leagues, which is really, really fun. So 24 teams in each league. So a lot of baseball that you can play. So let's do one here. Let's see. Game. Let's do a scheduled game. I have one in progress, Chicago and Cincinnati, but let's do, how about the Phillies and the Yankees? So this is going to be early Phillies, early Yankees. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, you could very easily make the bat set out of this. Bernie Strom saying that the printed reports in this game are fantastic. Indeed, they are. Aaron Reed, welcome. He says, Reds make you ashamed to be a fan last night. They choked. They totally choked. And I'm a happy Pirates fan today. And I'm not rubbing it in the faces of Reds fans. I really wanted you guys to somehow miraculously take the National League Central, but there's always next year. 7 games to go. Don't be ashamed, Aaron. You guys were in the cellar at the beginning of the season. Remember that. And you guys fought. What? You guys are in what, 3rd place? So don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, man. Right. So it's what? Brewers, Cubs, Reds, Pirates, Cardinals. So don't be ashamed, man. Um, it's really, I don't see any reason why you should be. Okay, this is BS. All right, so let's pick one. So yeah, unfortunately, Bernie already played the Boston Red Sox games out. So let's do this. Let's have some fun. And let's do Philadelphia and New York. And this is the Phillies. And again, we're just going to let the computer manage both teams. This does have a lot of manage. So we're in Hilltop Park. So looks like we're talking about actually the New York Highlanders. Temperature at game time is 54 degrees. Wind blowing in from center 10 miles per hour. And the sky is clear. All right. Here we go. So sliding Billy Hamilton, Sherry McGee, Adela Henty, Sam Thompson, Jack Clemens. We got Harry Wolverton, Eddie Grant, Otto Nabe, and oh man, I almost had it all the way, didn't I? Oh well, that's okay. And Charlie Ferguson. All right. For Philadelphia, sliding Billy Hamilton leads it off here. He'll face Jack Cheesebro. So this is the Philadelphia Phillies versus the New York Highlanders. Hamilton, ready to go. All right, the 2-2 pitch on Hamilton. Cheesebro fires. Check swing. Nope, he went around and Hamilton goes down swinging or thinking about it. So 1 out. Sherry McGee in there now. Here's the payoff pitch and got him. Swung at ball 4 perhaps, and McGee goes down swinging. Score that one a strikeout. Here's Ed Delahanty. 2-2 delivery from Cheesebro. Fly ball, shallow left center, very high. Both outfielders coming on. Peckinpah going back, and it drops. Somebody should have gotten there, but nobody ever did. And why is Delahanty not standing on second base? So this is also very opinionated in a way that the Ernie Harwell play-by-play is too. It's funny sometimes. All right, Chisbro from the high set, full count to Sam Thompson. Here's the pitch. Delahanty off of the pitch. This one hit off the end of the bat and looped into center for a base hit. Delahanty rounds second and holds. So 2 aboard here for Philadelphia, 2 down in the top of the first. And that brings up Jack Clemens, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, maybe? Yep, third base umpire getting it right on the appeal. So score that one a strikeout. Inning over. Philadelphia does not score on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the first. And Bertie Cree will lead it off here. Charlie Ferguson with the 0-2 pitch. Cree beats it on the ground, foul to the third base side. Count remains 0-2. The 2-2 pitch now on Cree. Ferguson comes to the plate. Strike 3 swinging. Cree jammed by an inside fastball, and he's out of here. All right, here's the 2-2 pitch to Fritz Meisel. Popped him up. Nabe backpedaling, turning, struggling, and there'll be no play. Nabe was never comfortable, and Meisel has a gift single. So I love that. Turning, struggling, good stuff. Wee Willie Keeler, here's the pitch. And this one's a pitch out, but Meisel is not going. Count 1 ball, no strikes. The right-hander into the stretch. Ferguson's pitch to Keeler, grounded wide of first, through the hole, and into right field for a hit. Fritz Meisel rounds second and holds there. So score that one a single. 2 aboard here for the Highlanders, and here's Wally Pipp. Ferguson to the stretch. Here's the 3-2. Line drive in the hole, base hit left field. Fritz Meisel holds third. Willie Keeler rounding second. Meisel going for home. Keeler holds at second. McGee doesn't risk the throw. Meisel scores. And the Highlanders take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Yeah, there you go. So, guys, yes, it does, Arnold. These card images. I don't know about card images. Has definitely has player images, as you can see right here. You can't use the images that use an out of the park in action PC baseball, however. But these are readily available out there. Go to that site that Ken just put a link to in the chat. And you'll find all kinds of great stuff. The official Diamond Mine forums, they're not so good, but that fan site is really, really good stuff. So the Tap Talk 1 groups, fans, what have you. It's good stuff. Brings me back to radio call when you were 10 under your pillow. Oh, if only I had the voice, cuz. All right, here we go now. Ferguson comes to the belt, 3-1 the count. Ferguson comes home, line down the right field line. It's down for a hit. Wee Willie Keeler scores. Sam Thompson cutting it off, and Pipp moves to third. Williams going for second. Here's the throw, and he is safe. So Jimmy Williams is in with a double, 2 in scoring position and 2 in for the Highlanders. 2-0 now. Wood Conroy comes to the plate. And the 2-2 delivery from Ferguson. This one low in the dirt. Nice job by Clemens, who got a glove on it, preventing any possible advance. All right. Full count. Ferguson deals. Ferguson misses just wide with a fastball. Conroy gets the base on balls, and that fills him up with 1 out. Roger Peckinpah now at the dish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ferguson delivers. Peckinpah with a ground ball to first, taken by Delahanty, goes to the plate for the force. Back to first. Peckinpah is there ahead of the throw. Conroy and Williams move across to second and third. All right, base is still loaded now, and here's Red Kleinow. 1-1 pitch, hit past the mound, left to the bag. Grant able to knock it down, gets the throw off to second. Yes! Peckinpah is called out, and Philadelphia is out of the inning. So the New York Highlanders leave them loaded, but they score 2 runs, 4 hits. There were no errors. Top of the second, the Phillies down 2-0. Harry Wolverton steps in against Jack Cheesebro. Cheesebro winds and deals. Wolverton swings and pops it up. Is there room for Kleinow? There is, and he makes the grab. So 1 down here in the top of the second. Two-strike pitch to Eddie Grant. Fastball lucks up Grant. Strike three called, and you got to wonder, why is he arguing that pitch? All right, here is Otto Nabe. Cheesebro toes the rubber. Here's the delivery. Grounded to the left side. A tough chance for Peckinpah. Throw across. Nips Nabe by a step. So that does it, and we go to the bottom of the second. And it's the Highlanders coming to bat. It'll be Cheesebro, Cree, and Meisel due up. The count even at 1-1. The pitch from Ferguson bounced to Delahanty at first. One step in the bag, and Cheesebro's retired. Back at the top of the order now. Right-handed Cree takes his stance. Here's the pitch. Hit well out to center field. Hamilton retreats a few steps and makes the catch. That ball took off on him. He had to make a leaping grab. Score that one 8. 2 down. Fritz Meisel now deals. Number 2 hitter, or end bat, singled and scored back in the first. Here's the payoff pitch, swinging a bouncer to Grant, who throws over to first for the out. You can also adjust the play-by-play speed here. So if any of you guys get this game, and especially for content creators, if you want to slow it down, speed it up, you can do that. Happy Jack with the 1-2, got him. Fastball on the outer third, and Ferguson swung right through it. That ends the inning. We go to the third. The score remains New York 2, Philadelphia nothing. Grant, one of the few Major League Baseball players killed during World War I. Yes. Quite a few injuries, but yep, Eddie Grant died, I believe, not long before Armistice, actually. So Ken is right about that. Of course, 110,000 killed in American involvement in just 10 months, and that's, in my estimation at least, the most brutal war ever fought. But yep, Eddie Grant, you're right. All right, here's Cousin Ken. Here's his favorite 19th century player, Billy Hamilton. All right, left-handed Billy Hamilton stands in, struck out last time. Wind in the pitch, swung on and hit to second. Staying with it is Williams, and he gets him. Scored 4-3. Sherry McGee, the number 2 hitter, struck out his first time up. The ball one offering. Fastball belted to right center. Center field Cree is chasing it. Gets there in time and has it to retire the side. Bottom of the third, still 2-0. Keeler to lead off in the third, singled off Ferguson in the first. The payoff pitch, grounded to the right side. Nabe with the grab, and he throws over for the out. Score that one 4-3. Here's Wally Pipp for the second time today. Ferguson on the rubber. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Got him on the outside corner. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Jimmy Williams now. He'll face Ferguson. Doubled his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Ferguson deals. Bouncer past Ferguson. Taken in front of second by Grant, and he gets Williams at first. So we go to the fourth inning. Side retired, and it will be Ed Delahanty, Sam Thompson, and Jack Clemens. We saw Sam Thompson and Ed Delahanty in McGreevy 1, by the way. Delahanty standing in, had a base hit his first trip. The 0-2 pitch. Delahanty checks his swing, foul tip, and Kleinow holds on for the strikeout. So 1 down now. Sam Thompson steps in, bats from the left. Cheesebro with the sign. The 1-1 liner to center, and Bertie Cree will make the catch for out number 2. Jack Clemens in the 5 spot struck out in his last appearance. 2-2 pitch. This one hit hard, but it will hang up and be caught by Keeler for the final out of the inning in right field. Bottom of the fourth, and this game moves very quickly, as you can see. Conroy opened the bottom of the fourth, drew a base on balls last time. The 1-2 pitch from Ferguson, and Conroy swings and a miss and goes down on strikes. So 1 down now. Roger Peckinpah stands in again, hit into a force play last time at the plate. The 1-0, ground ball up the middle, base hit into center field just to the right of second. So Peckinpah aboard now. Kleinow steps in, 1 on, 1 out. Here's the delivery. It's a pitch out. Peckinpah staying put. Delahanty holding Peckinpah first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one grounded hard. Nabe has it in a hole. Long throw to second. out there, but the relay is too late. They did well to get the force on that plate. So, little fielder's choice there, and here's Jack Cheeseborough now. Second time today, grounded out his last time up. 0-1 the count. Ferguson comes to the plate, and Chisbro tries to pull an outside pitch. He succeeds, bouncing one to short. Grant with a flip to second, and Philadelphia Phillies are out of the inning. We go to the fifth, and it's still 2-0. So the New York bats have been quiet since posting 2 runs back in the bottom of the first inning. October 1918, so a month before armistice for Eddie Grant. All right. Harry Wolverton will lead it off here, followed by Eddie Grant and Otto Knabe for the Philadelphia Phillies. Harry Wolverton opening up. Here's the pitch. This one a shot to Wally Pipp. He'll gobble it up and make the play unassisted at first. Eddie Grant now. May his memory be eternal. All of them, of course. Eddie Grant comes to the plate. Strikeout victim earlier. Outfield playing straight away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cheesebro's pitch. Grant muscles it into left center and has a base hit. So that's the Phillies' 3rd hit of the ball game. Otto Knabe now. 1 out, 1 on. Here's Knabe, bounced out his last time up. Cheesebro eyes Grant. Here's the 1-2 pitch toward the hole at short. Peckinpah with a dive, and he's got it to Williams for 1 across to first, and Knabe is out, retiring the side. So the Phillies are turned away. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still the Highlanders 2, the Phillies nothing. And it'll be Bertie Cree, Fritz Meisel, and Wee Willie Keeler due up for the New York Highlanders. Cree steps in, looking for his first hit of the game. The 1-1 on the way, grounded back through the middle and into center field. And Eddie Grant, shading Cree towards third base, really had no chance at that ball. Fritz Meisel steps into the right-hander's box, grounded out to short last time. Philadelphia looking bunt. Cree always a threat to go. The pitch in the way. Meisel shows bunt. New York looking for another insurance run. Bunted back out front, taken by Ferguson. He throws to Knabe covering, and Meisel is retired. And into second goes Bertie Cree. Wee Willie Keeler now at the plate. Left-handed hitting Willie Keeler. Ferguson gets the sign. 1 ball on Keeler. Ferguson delivers. Keeler, with a nice level swing, lines a base hit to left. Bertie Cree makes the turn at third. Cree's going for home. McGee doesn't risk the throw. Cree scores. And the New York Highlanders pick up 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1, or 3-0. Wally Pipp now. Struck out back into third. Keeler is being held on at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ferguson deals. This one hit hard, and that's a base hit to left field. A line drive through the hole. Keeler turns second and holds there. So 2 on now for New York, and it brings up Jimmy Williams. Here's Jimmy Williams, 3rd time today. Bounced out back in the 3rd. Ferguson check of the runners. 2 balls and a strike on Williams. Pitch in the way. Line drive. Wolverton can't get it. McGee does well to stop it, holding Williams to a single, but the run scores. And Wally Pipp scampers to 3rd. So Keeler comes in and scores the 4th Highlander run. It is now 4-0 New York Highlanders. Wally Pipp at 3rd. Jimmy Williams at 1st. Wood Conroy now. He struck out in the 4th. The payoff pitch to Conroy, ball 4. That pitch looked pretty good, right around the knees. But the Highlanders have the bases loaded. And here's Roger Peckinpah. So here's Peck again, corners in, looking for 2 up the middle. The 2-2 delivery, a swing and a miss. Down goes Peckinpah for out number 2. All right, number 8 hitter, Red Kleinow now. Here's the 2-0. Ferguson's pitch. Bounce to Delahanty at first, and off it glove it goes. New York still has the bases loaded. Pipp having scored and everyone else moving up a bag. It is now 5-0 Highlanders. Jack Cheesebro now comes to the dish. Bounced into a force play last time. Kleinow, Conroy, and Williams on the bases. The pitch grounded past the mound. It's taken by Grant in front of the bag, and he gets Kleinow with a quick flip to Knabe to retire the side. But the New York Highlanders plate 3 in the 5th. We go to the 6th. The Highlanders 5, and the Phillies nothing here on a little bit of early Sunday afternoon Diamond Mine baseball. All right, here we go. Charlie Ferguson opens it up here. He was struck out by Jack Cheesebro back in the third. No balls, one strike. Here's the pitch. High pop-up foul coming back toward the screen. Should get out of play, and it does. The 1-2 delivery. This one hit high in the air and deep right center field. Cree and Keeler angling back and taking it in is Cree, the center fielder. So Ferguson gave it a ride to no avail. One away now back at the top of the order here for sliding Billy Hamilton. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hamilton breaks his bat, and the bat's going to go into the grandstand. Looks like nobody got hurt as Williams throws him out. Score that one 4-3. Right-hander McGee stands in, flied out to deep right center last time. Pitch to McGee, come back to the mound. Cheesebro gloves it, takes a couple of steps towards first, tosses to Pip for the out. Now pitching, Tully Sparks. So Sparks comes in for the Highlanders, or for the, Phillies. So the other thing about this, so in APA, Baseball for Windows, you can change the colors here. Unfortunately, I haven't found a way to do that, so it can get a little bit confusing. All right. Now taking the ball for Philadelphia, Tully Sparks. Fastball, curve and a change. This will be his first outing this season. Birdie Cree will hit first. He had a base hit back in the fifth. Here's the full count. Swing and line drive to center. Hamilton is right there, and he has it 1 down. 1-1 pitch to Fritz Meisel. Swung on and lifted out to left field. The ball comes down out of the bright sky into the glove of McGee. 2 down. Here's Willie Keeler. 2 hits and 3 trips. The 2-2 pitch. Keeler hits a little ground ball right side. Nave flips over to first, and that will end the inning. Score that one 4-3. We go to the 7th. The Highlanders 5, the Phillies nothing. And it will be Ed Delahanty, Sam Thompson, and Jack Clemens due up for the Phillies. Delahanty opens visitors half of the 7th. The 0-1 pitch. Sharp ground ball, base hit in between Peckinpah and the bag at second. Score that one a single. Number 4, Sam Thompson settles in. Here it comes. Thompson pops it down the left field line. Conroy will have to cover some ground. Meisel and Peckinpah go back for it. Conroy with a step and drive, but he can't come up with it. Delahanty moves around to third, and Thompson cruises into second with a double. It looks like Thompson was hurt in the play. Trainer taking a good look at him, and he's taking him out of the game. So we will see him replaced by Shad Berry at second. All right, here's Jack Clemens. He stands in, nothing for 2 in the ball game. New York infield back. The 2-2 offering got him. Swing and a miss. Cheesebro gets the first out. That's the 7th strikeout of the game. So 1 down now. And for the Phillies, here's Harry Wolverton. New York's infield back. Here's the pitch. This one into left field, but it looks like it's right at Wood Conroy, and it is. Delahanty tags, and Delahanty can score easily. Shad Berry holds second. So Philadelphia gets on the board here in the 7th inning. And coming up to bat now is Eddie Grant. We want to see Eddie Grant do something. He singled his last time. Here's the 2-2 offering. Broken bat roller in front of the plate. Kleinow is right there. Guns it very close, and they get him. Score that one 2-3. All right, Shad Berry will stay in and play right field. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and New York will send up Wally Pipp, Jimmy Williams, and Wood Conroy. As Ken Castro says, a glimmer of hope for the Phillies. Wally Pipp will lead it off against Tully Sparks. He's 2 for 3 in the game. The 1-2 on Pipp. Here's the pitch. And Pipp has a 3-hit day. He slams one back through the box. So Pipp 3 for 4. The man who Lou Gehrig replaced. Jimmy Williams, the batter, run-scoring single in the 5th. Bunt in order here. Pipp being held at first. 2-2 pitch on the way. It looks like Williams checked his swing. The Phillies catcher eyes the ump at first, who says he went around, and Jimmy Williams has struck out. Here's Wood Conroy now. He's the number 6 hitter. He walked back in the 5th. Here's the pitch Off balance and a pop-up wide of the bag at third. Let's see if it stays in play. Wolverton over, leans against the seats, and makes the catch. So 2 down now. And here's Roger Peckinpah. He bats in the 7 slot. Sparks with a snap throw to first. Delahanty with the tag, and Pip is called safe. Delahanty holds Pip at first. The pitch on the way. Easy fly ball to left center field. McGee moves into the gap and makes the catch on the move. Hamilton was there as well. All right. So we will have a pinch hitter now for the Phillies in the top of the 8th. Side retired, by the way. Score remains 5-1 with Philadelphia getting at least on the board. All right. So Gavy Kravitz will step in now, pinch hitter. The 1-2 delivery from Cheesebro swung on and missed. Kravitz with a late cut, and that is the first out. Cheesebro picks up his 8th strikeout. Batting for Tully Sparks now will be Klondike Douglas. All right, the 1-1 on Douglas. Cheesebro offers. This one looped to shallow left. Conroy drifts in and hauls it in for out number 2. Back at the top of the order now, and sliding Billy Hamilton. He was retired 4-3 his last time up. Here's the pitch. This one into right center field, diving for it is Keeler. Can't get it. Cree backs up the play and holds Hamilton to a base hit. See if Hamilton goes on this. Number 2 hitter, Sherry McGee. Nothing for 3 today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Strike 3 swinging, and that one probably loaded up by Cheesebro, considering it broke about a foot. 9 strikeouts for Cheesebro. Now playing second base, Kid Gleason, and George McQuillan will be pitching. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Highlanders, Kleinow, Cheesebro, and Cree. Sparks, the mysterious Tully Sparks. Yup. Into pitch now, George McQuillan. Fastball, curve and a change. This will be his first appearance of the season. Kleinow will open up the bottom of the 8th, safe on an error back in the 5th. 2-2 delivery, grounded weakly to short. Eddie Grant with a high throw. Delahanty brings it down. Score that one, 6-3. All right, one away, and Jack Cheesebro steps in. Home crowd stands in applause, appreciative of their hurler's performance. McQuillan running through the signs. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Bounce to Delahanty at first. Kicks it a couple times, then tosses on to McQuillan. 2 outs. Back at the top of the order now, and Birdie Cree, the 2-2 pitch. This one bounced off the mound, taken by Grant, left of the bag, and he throws over to get Cree. All right, here we are. We're in the 9th inning now. Philadelphia down 5-1. And it will be Delahanty, Shad Berry, and Jack Clemens due up for the Philadelphia 9. Delahanty, the number 3 hitter, is 2 for 3 against Cheesebro, ready to go now. The 1-1 pitch grounded to the right side where Williams makes a nice stop in the hole and throws to Delahanty at first for the 4-3 putout. Batting for Shad Berry now is Dode Paskert. The 2-1 pitch, fastball jammed and popped to short center field. Peckinpah and Williams are both after it. Now Williams takes charge and he takes it in. So Jimmy Williams making the catch there at second, and it's down to Jack Clemens. 2 down here in the 9th. Up comes Jack Clemens looking for his first hit of the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line to third. Meisel jumps, but he can't reach it. Conroy over to cut it off, and Jack Clemens has a single. So Philadelphia with its 7th hit of the game. Here comes Harry Wolverton now. Left-handed Wolverton comes to the plate, retired on a fly ball to Conroy last time. Clemens being held at first. The count is at 0-1. Pitch on the way. Jam shot to the right side. Cheesebro comes over for it. Barehands it. Rifles it. Too late. Wolverton beats the ball to the bag. Down to second goes Clemens. So it's 2 down. Philadelphia making some noise here. And here is Eddie Grant. Now, a hit and 3 trips off Cheesebro. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High fly ball towards center field. And Cheesebro gets the 3rd out as Cree makes the catch. And that's the game. That is it. So we'll go and save game stats. And also save the box scores. Save everything, and it's done. So in that last game that I did, I looked at score sheet and exited out of the game like an idiot. So once again, there's our box score. Charlie Ferguson gets the loss. Jack Cheesebro gets the win. And mowing him down, 9 strikeouts. Ferguson, Sparks, McQuillan called on in the Philadelphia Phillies pen. So again, nice little score sheet there and the entire game log. Now, lest any of you wonder, you modern baseball fans, so just to show you how extensive these two sets are. So this is just League One. All right. Now, if I go to League Two, this is still, all these teams are still pre 1969 or 1969 and back, right? Then, what I could do, if I wanted to, just show you really, really quickly here. If I, again, change the active database, and you can combine these two, by the way, if you want. So here's all-time great players, volume 2. That's changed. And if we go to game, scheduled, now we are seeing, New York Mets, later Cincinnati Reds, what have you. Now you can see the Blue Jays are there. They're the Seattle Mariners, what have you. So thanks for indulging me, guys, for a little bit of Diamond My Baseball, and you will see more on it. More of it, I should say, on the channel. So thank you. I guess that's pretty much it. Might come back with a game of something else later. Are the great? Yes, they are. Yes, 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 yes. I think so, considering that's roughly around the price of the Baseball History Collection, which I know gives you a lot more players, but with this, you're kind of getting the best. And again, look, there's 2 leagues per all-time great players volume. So just with that, you have so much baseball to play. But again, tons of homebrews for this game, everything else. But yeah, Bernie, I would say definitely, definitely, definitely get them. Somebody, in fact, let me see if I can find it here on my desktop. I'll show you something that's kind of really fun. Just give me a second, if you would, please. This will list every player, and you can find this. It's an Excel spreadsheet that shows everybody who's on these rosters on the teams. Just going to have to take a second to find it. In the meantime, Bernie, you're continuing with your replays, and you're going to start 1914 pretty soon. I think that's going to be fun. Really, really looking forward to that one for obvious reasons. Again, thank you guys for the nice feedback and everything on yesterday's stream, and everybody understanding I wasn't attacking APA, the game. It's great. Obviously, I play it a lot. Damn it, I can't find it, Bernie, and I know as soon as I go off the air, I will find that spreadsheet. And when I do, I will be more than happy to put it into Discord for you so that you can actually look and see who's on what team. Damn it. I might have accidentally deleted it, which means I've got to go find it again. But yeah, I think it's worth it, and I'm not a rich dude. But is this a game like Action PC Baseball that I would buy every season for? Probably not. But I've bought enough for this game that yeah, I'm happy with the pretty much damn near infinite things that I can do just in Dynamite Baseball. It's Cooney007 says is giving him ideas on how to do his stand spreadsheet. Well, too, the nice thing about this this game, Diamond Mine Baseball, is if you even have just a passing, let's go to their organizer here. So if you even have a passing, working with databases, this thing is so easy to use, right? You can copy the player, you can import a player from elsewhere, or send him whatever you want to do. You can of course, view his player profile, everything like that. Who are we looking for? And looking at Don Assey. I guess sort of interesting dude there. But down here too, you can actually see if you scroll down, you can see where everybody is. So I think to avoid doppelgangers, probably some of these players are going to be in two different of these leagues that you saw here. But this is just a monstrous amount of players and really, really nice. Let me see. There is a way to do this actually without having to bring up that Excel sheet. So if we do roster and manager profiles, let's look at Boston A4. What does that mean? Well, Boston A4 is going to give you what Gedman, Montgomery, Stanley, Scott, Stapleton, Andrews, Griffin, Jerry Remy, there's Cooper, Hobson, Naring, Burleson, Petroselli, Hoffman, Rice, Freddie Lynn. You got a lot of players here, a lot of players. And again, double click on anybody, and there's Ken Brett. There we go. Um, and then you can just like advance through this way. There's the Spaceman. There's Jim Lomborg, Dick Pole, Chuck Rainey, Little Louie, Mike Torres. Yeah, I think it is. And I think that All Time Great Players Volume 1 comes with Purchase the Game, Bernie. You just bought them. Yay. I think you'll have fun with it. I think you'll have fun with it. The play-by-play is really, really brilliant. Thanks, guys. Really, really nice of you to hang out. We peaked for about a minute or two at 10 viewers. But anyhow, thank you for coming in, and probably be on in a little bit with a little baseball for Windows action. Before everybody goes, I'm going to go ahead and just sim out the rest of that sub 500 league as I notice dwindling interest in that. It's down to just, the sub 500 Yankees, the sub 500 Atlanta Braves, and judging by, it was one night we had 4 viewers on it. So I think we'll just auto sim that out and call that a fun but failed experiment. But it was really cool. All right, that's it. Thank you to Bernie. Thank you to Cooney 007, to Cousin Ken Castro, who gave us a lot of background stuff here, to on players, to Arnold Hunter, Aaron Reed. And Aaron, I so wish this game would be accessible for you. I think you'd have a lot of fun with it. MV, thanks MV. Don't know what else anybody's doing anything today. Steve Tate, I thought mentioned earlier in the week, might do something in the weekend with his F-ball thing with Christopher Slovic. Of course, all those guys are probably watching F-ball, so who knows? Big Clue, buddy, thank you for coming in. We'll have to do some baseball chin wagging, huh? All right, and Big Clue first in the ballpark today. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you around the batting cage. So Dwayne's interested. Yeah, Dwayne's interested, obviously. Yep. Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, Aaron, because your software would just be reading this to you and stuff like that. What are we thanking MV for not saying Red Boat Nation in this broadcast. And of course, now he's going to say that if he's still here. For reminding us it could always be worse. All right. So I don't know whether it will happen. I'm going to try to reach out and see if can get the Baseball Replay Journal on here. I think it would be really, really cool to have him, and kind of as we did with Chris Slovic, just have him kind of, I don't know, guys have some questions for him and stuff like that. Again, very knowledgeable baseball fan, and I'll let you guys know. The thing about reaching out on YouTube is a lot of times, yeah, you get accused for trying to kind of pimp your own channel. So I've got to let this guy know, look, I'm not trying to, increase viewership, membership. I'm not trying to, hey, subscribe to me and I'll subscribe to you. I genuinely would just like to have you on here just to talk to this great community here, this family that we have on our little channel. All right, guys, take care and be back here with Baseball for Windows or a game from 1906 in old-time baseball. All right, take care, guys.